Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to today's video. I'm Brian K, and today we're going to be talking about the forgotten element in music, which is silence, okay? Using silence in our music, right? And it's often overlooked by many guitar players, and frankly, an awful lot of musicians in general overlook the power, really, of silence when you're playing music, using silence as a creative tool, okay? So, along the lines of less is more today. All right, now before we get into it, I would like to, thank everybody who has subscribed out here on YouTube and on Rumble. It does help the channel continue to grow. You've been awesome. You're doing a great job. Thank you so much for doing it. And of course, if you haven't done so already, please do like, share, comment, right, and subscribe, because those little things really do go a long way to help continue building this channel and getting the good word out on what we go over here on the channel with our guitar playing, okay? So, all right, now let's get into the video, okay? So, the less is more approach, or you can say that mindset filters into exactly what we're going to be talking about, and it's going to be using silence, right? How we can use silence to actually make the things we're playing sound better, okay? It also draws attention to letting the listener know that you have something important to say. Okay, so it draws attention, pulls in the listener, right? And it makes what you do say all that much more profound, and quite frankly, make a better sonic impact, right? Sound better. So this can be done with any of the scales you know, and today is a key of A kind of day, okay? We're in the key of A major. Okay, we're looking at a blues, so we're looking at our 1, 4, 5, blues, A major, A chords, A major, D major, E major of some kind in our blues, okay? And, with our pentatonic scales, minor pentatonic, major pentatonic, whatever, heptatonic 7-note scales, whatever kind of scales you're using, the whole thing here is to actually use silence to help you say something better, all right? So in this respect, less is more. And yes, some folks will say more is more, and yeah, more is more, but in this case, less is more. So they both are more. More is more and less is more, okay? So you need to start getting used to resisting the urge to keep playing. Okay, so when we practice scales is a great example. When we're learning how to do things on the guitar, right? We generally will keep doing maybe a melodic pattern over and over. Something like, triplets, etc. Any kind of patterns that you may be working on, which are good for helping you develop your skill sets and help you develop some vocabulary, right? But when we get used to that, and we have a tendency, certainly as guitar players, that trickles over into when it's time to, it's time to go ahead and improvise a solo on the blues, and you're at the blues mic, or you're at the open jam session, or you're taking a solo with your band, right? And it's just like a big run-on sentence. All the notes just keep going. It doesn't stop. And that is a little bit overwhelming for anybody who's going to be taking that in, right? People need the opportunity to digest the information you're telling them, and besides, right, what you're telling them is important, so you want them to listen. You want them to listen to what you have to say. And if you just keep talking and you never put a space in between your thoughts and your ideas, well, guess what? Nobody's going to listen to what you have to say, okay? This is a hard fact, a reality. So we don't want to be that guy. So what you want to start doing, how can you develop this skill? Right? Well, you could put on a metronome, or you could, if you don't have a metronome, you could get a free app to get one, or you can just simply start using silence. So if I'm looking at a A minor pentatonic scale here at the 5th fret, right? Just say 2 notes and stop. Then maybe say 3 more notes of the scale. You're ascending in the scale, you're moving upwards, right? Stop. Say a few more notes and stop. Stop. Maybe bend. Stop. See what I'm saying? You're putting in sentences, basically. Each one of these couple of notes, one note, a bend, whatever it is you're saying, is basically a sentence. So you're speaking. You're speaking the language of the minor pentatonic scale in this case, right? To say something because you want people to listen to what you have to say, because what you have to say is important. Okay? So, you gotta start putting some silence in there, okay? So think in terms of, okay, sentences like when we speak to people. We say something, we get our idea across, and then we chill, right? We chill out. Maybe let them respond back, or, you know, let them take in what you just said so you can continue on with what it is you're trying to tell them, or what you want to say to them, right? Okay, so look, man, let's get down to some musical examples, right, in real time, so you can hear, right, how this will command attention in your playing, and frankly, it'll begin to make the things that you do want to say a lot more important to the people who are listening to what it is you're saying to them with your guitar. All right, let's check it out. Okay, so as we can hear, putting silence, using silence as a creative tool in our improvisations, in our guitar solos, in our blues, is going to make what you have to say a lot more important, okay? It actually draws attention to the importance of your statement, your musical statement, which is what you're saying when you're using the scale and saying something on your jams, all right? So have a good time with this concept, enjoy it, use it, and of course, enjoy playing your guitar. We'll see you next time. Peace.